this is just for the correction. If you know, well and good. If you don't know, I'll just correct it. Okay. This is a basic one. So you can keep the other leg. Keep the other leg as well. So in this, you have to consider two parts wise. So first is first half, and then you have to consider on the second half. There are two different group of muscles. That's why we are concentrating on first upper and lower. Okay. Do it once again. Red one, right? Yeah. If this is too easy for you guys, then you can use the massage ball, that orange color which we have. It is going to be painful, but it is worth it. If this is giving you pain, okay, in this moment, if it is giving you pain, find a spot where you are exactly where is the point pain it is. So find a spot. Tell me a spot where you have more pain. You have one and find a spot. Keep it there. Keep the other leg also. So find a spot. What you have to do is just move up and down. It is going to be painful, but then it's good. So find a spot and then move up and down. At least a foam rolling needs to be done for a single group of muscle at least 45 to 1 minute. 45 seconds to 1 minute. Okay. This needs to be, so foam rolling only will take so much time. So come early and then finish it up. But foam rolling is very, very beneficial also. Okay. Next, who knows
Hamstring.
hamstring?
Hamstring, foam rolling, who knows? Come.
Hamstring.
Of course, only.
Of course it is.
Only does foam rolling.
That's what we have been doing since 2 weeks now.
This also concentrate on inner part and outer part when you're doing the hamstring. So usually hamstring this is easy. Usually hamstring this is too easy. So instead of this you can use this one. It will slip, but that's okay. But try to do it on this itself. Okay.
Inside and outside.
Inside, go inside and outside. Because the different group of muscles it is. Even in hamstring, that means that it's the same muscle. Inside and outside. Those inside and outside muscles are the most common injuries also, usually, and mostly outside. Okay.
Dorsiflex.
How do you know how to do dorsiflex? Dorsiflex is nothing but these muscles. Anyone? Anyone?
Sunil.
This is one way, but then what you have to do is little more thing you have to do, because the main chunk of the muscle is your front. Yeah. This is one way of doing it. Other way of doing is keeping it here, hands here, one leg, and go forward. So your body weight is giving to the roller. So the front and back. Yeah. This is very good for shin splint, or if they have any pain in the front, these pains, this will be very helpful. So I have seen some of them has. So
Shin splints,
not
there
some
is
of them,
some.
most of them have some.
Ron has.
You have.
Yeah.
There is other person that's
Amit.
okay.
Shreyas.
The other person was also there.
If you're sprinting and getting pain over here in your shin, make sure you are doing this. Okay guys, foam rolling, because you're coming 15 to 20 minutes earlier, even half an hour earlier, I don't want you to be roaming around outside. Utilize this time to come inside and do all this. 45 seconds to 1 minute. Even if we cover all the lower body foam rolling also, max 5 to 6 minutes you will take, not more than that. Okay, so take this seriously, because then you won't have these aches and pains when you are on the pitch. Yes? Next
So
one.
this is very important. So basically this and this rolling will help in reducing the shin splint and other ankle injuries basically. So it is very, very important. Okay. This and this. Now you understood dorsiflexors, right? Any doubts? Any doubts? Now it's quads. Anybody quads?
Damien.
Because I want you to show me, and then so that you guys can learn out of it. Otherwise, if I'm only telling everything, you guys won't remember only.
Yeah, quads.
This is the easy way. Keep the other leg on this. Turn a little bit turn and then move up and down. So even this also can be considered upper half and then lower half. Usually quadriceps muscle, always the pain point will be outer part. So concentrate more on the outer part. Okay, outer part, this area. If you have any, we call it IP band syndrome. There's nothing but pain in the side. Some of them after a very long time they are doing jogging, running, or all of a sudden they are increasing the sprint. All those sometimes they get the pain here. So in order to prevent all those injuries or pains, vastus lateral is required. So outer part will be better to roll it. Okay. Same thing. I'm not telling only outer part. Inner part also is important. When everything is important, concentrate more on the outer part. Adductors, anybody? Anyone?
Adductors.
Adductor. Somebody had adductor straight also. This is exact way. Either this or even with the massage ball. Either one will work. Even for the quadriceps also you can use, but in quadriceps when you're using it, it starts slipping out. But it's okay. Even if it slips out, keep doing it with the massage ball. It is going to be very painful, but then it's okay. It will be there. So all this rolling will be painful for a couple of days. Some 3, 4, 5 days will be there. Once you start practicing, everything will go. Okay. Glutes. Anybody? Glutes? Somebody had glutes.
No, it was Ron only. Sorry, it was Gio only.
Glutes, yeah. This is also okay, but I prefer to have like this, so that it is going up and down. So the glutes is basically from here to here. So if you move up and down, well, and little bit of turn is much better. Okay? Even little bit more turn, also I'm okay with it. Always I prefer to be with the massage ball, because that will exactly hit the exact points. And glutes always have trigger points. Every time they will have a trigger point, and usually trigger points will be here on the sides and in the mid area. Okay, so concentrate on the mid and side, but concentrate on everything as well. But your preference is to be given to this area. Clear? Yes, sir.
Next one, lower back.
Lower back, anybody?
Lower back, Lenin. No.
Yeah. For him it's fine. For him it is a different stability issue it is, but for him also, for anybody, some of them will have a very tight back. They are overstraining it, not doing properly, the rolling properly, not stretching properly. The entire paraspinal, and next to that this one, the muscle which is also, somebody has he had a quadriceps, you call it not. Somebody else also had a dual strain. Amir. Dual strain he also had. So basically, this is a very simple way. Keep it in the mid area and then just go up and down. Only I'm concentrating on the lower back. I'm not concentrating on the upper back. If this is very easy, then you can use the massage ball. But when you are using the massage ball, you have to be careful. Don't hit on the spine. Just next to the spine, you need to roll it. So basically, you'll be keeping it side and then going up and down. It is going to be painful. If it is too painful, then you can use the elbow and then move up and down for some time. After a couple of days, use your entire body really to move. Both the sides, not on the spine, sides. Okay.
Everyone understands spine, vertebral column. Yeah, don't do it on that. Do it on the side.
Sides. Same thing you can do for the upper back as well. If people have pain in overhead activities, shoulder movements, anybody, or if you have shoulder movement or neck pain or when throwing they have pain, all these, this will help. Okay, so from here to here, upper back, and lower back from here till there, and cover up not only the side, little bit out also. Here you will. So basically, usually in cricketers is the most common this area, but in footballers also sometimes because of the trauma, injuries or anything, they also get this kind of pain. Okay. So upper back and lower back rolling. Any doubts? Shoulder and neck. So basically, what I mean about the shoulder and neck is basically this one and this one. Some of them, I don't know whether you would have got it. Some of them, like getting up and from the bed, they'll have stiff neck, like I'm not able to move properly, or they have some issues like not able to bend straight, and after that it gets better also. Sometimes it comes back as well. So for them, even with this only, I don't want to be used this. So always I prefer this one. Same thing. Keep it here on the side, okay, and then move sideways. I can show it to you. Somebody can volunteer.
Justin, you volunteer.
So you will be basically on there. So you will be hitting this area, this area, okay, and you'll be keeping it here and moving it in this direction. Here, can you do it? Yeah. Lift your arm and then go sideways. It's going to be painful. Yeah. It's going to be painful, but then try doing it. Okay. And now for I'm just showing it to you guys, but you can do it on the wall actually. So for this, basically the upper trap. Usually upper traps, overhead throwing, no proper shoulder exercises, they might end up in pain in here, this place, or even neck as well. So for all those pains, in order to prevent that, pick here, front, and then move sideways. Give enough pressure on the wall and then move from here to here. This I prefer only in standing. This one I prefer first if it is too painful. Then you can use with the standing only on near the wall, and then you can use the same movement, you can use it. If this has become easy, then you can go ahead with the lying down. Okay. Any doubts now? Do you want me to show once again?
Guys, are we understanding? Doubts? Last one,
Plantar fascia. Plantar fascia.
Who complains of tight?
This shin splint, basically this pain, even the heel pain. Sometimes if you are using a very tight shoes in running or just normal or just other activities, if they have a flat foot, you have a flat foot. If you have a flat foot, chances of you getting the pain is higher. This down, basically this area. So try using this. Smaller ball is better. A golf ball is much better in this way, and keep moving it up and down. Here, mainly this one to this way. This is the main concentration to be given, because they don't have a shock absorption. So when they run, they have a flat foot. They don't have shock absorption, so it will directly go and hit the fascia itself. That can give the pain. For ideally for a plantar fascia, it is or a flat foot. I usually prefer a insole, customized insole, which is better for them, so that they can progress and it will be very helpful for them. You also have.
Yeah. Guys, you understand flat feet? Can you see there's no arch in my foot? There's no arch over here.
Duck feet.
Yeah, so for those people who don't have arch,
Footballers mainly, you guys will have less arch basically because of the running and jumping activities and all this. So preferably, insole should be worn because it will be helpful. Insole, why is it insole? It is just to comfort, so the absorption is going, so the aches and pains will be much better. So that even if there's a flat foot, the chances of them going inside this is also high. So that also can cause pain or knee injuries or hip pain. Okay.
done. Overrolling done.
Coach, one question.
Yeah.
So there's a lot of insoles that we can buy over the counter also, right? So you said customized insoles. How important is that?
See the pressure.
Customized, see, for a normal person, I'm okay with them going with a normal insole is fine. Because for them it is just they put in the shoes and then they can walk around. For an athlete, they are performing very well. They'll be running, sprinting. Customized insole where you just have to stand on the machine and the machine will take it a measurement and correct it and where the pressure points and all those things. Then they make it in a such a wherever it is. So all the according to their foot. So that is customized and that can be worn inside the shoe, any shoe according to their whichever shoes they want to wear in the field and outside anywhere.
But dangerous for a athlete to wear one of the normal ones, the normal.
It's not danger, but it's not that beneficial. It's okay, but not that beneficial. Chances of them getting a pain is very high, especially a plantar fascia. Plantar fascia, there's a flat foot, or even a flat foot. Sometimes when they're stuck, when they keep on going and going on, chances of them going it is high. It goes into pronation basically, outwards. Then injuries start coming.
Also, people who have flat feet, they can end up with a lot of ankle
Twist, shin splint, calf pain, knee injuries, everything. Okay, so always insole better, wear it and then you can go ahead.
Guys, foam rolling all done. Stop the record.